Despite decades of reasonably steady economic growth, Nigeria currently suffers from a labor market trifecta of jobless growth, an expanding population and unemployable youth.
Sometimes our education system doesn't really prepare us for jobs. So you probably have a degree or something, but you're not employable.
I studied computer science in Niger University of Agriculture. After my ND program, we did IT, no work.
The rate of unemployment in the Niger Delta is even higher than in the average rate for Nigeria. You don't want to have an army of unemployed or underemployed youth that are not kept busy, that their energy is not channeled towards productive means.
Human capital development is key. This is the only way that youth restiveness can be curbed, if not totally eradicated.
We can't depend on the government alone to solve that problem.
The Foundation for Partnership Initiatives in the Niger Delta, PIND, established by Chevron Corporation, initiated the Niger Delta Youth Employment Pathways NDYEP project with support from Ford Foundation to actively target youth in 3 states in the region and address identified systemic challenges in the youth employment ecosystem through the use of data for decision-making and matching skill supply to the market demand and opportunities.
To basically look at alternative ways to begin to address the challenge of youth unemployment, particularly in Niger Delta.
Anything that PIND does starts with a research.
PIND conducted a labor market assessment in Akwa Ibom, Rivers and Abia states to understand how the unemployment market functions and determine specific occupations and skill sets in demand, technical and soft skills that are being supplied and how they are being delivered.
When we're in the research phase, we discovered that there was a disconnect between the educational system and the market required skills.
Addressing the findings would require cross-sector collaborations and linkages. The project conducted stakeholders analysis workshop and research dissemination workshops across the 3 pilot states, with key players who have a role to play in skills development.
There are various types of partnerships, and these are multi-stakeholder partnerships, and it's all geared towards combining our resources, combining our competencies to be able to deliver a project that will address a key development challenge in the Niger Delta region.
An advisory committee was established to assist PIND in providing strategic direction for the project and maintain key stakeholder involvement.
So, several partners in this whole venture. Ford, number 1 partner, being the major donor, the funder.
Informed by labor market research findings and through a process of co-creation with partners and market actors, the project design interventions emerged with focus on 4 priority sectors: construction, agriculture, ICT, and renewables. The project design developed multiple pathways. 1 pathway combines technical and soft skills development that would lead to formal waged employment. A 2nd pathway is entrepreneurship, which leads to self-employment through the development of dynamic entrepreneurship skills.
We are implementing this project through a number of implementing partners.
Of the target to train 1,000 youth, over 1,400 completed technical and soft skills training. This included youth who had no prior livelihood skills.
Before now, I don't have a skill. But right now, I can say I'm a professional plumber because I can use the tool very well and I will deliver a very nice job. And the owner of the job will be very happy that this is a professional job.
By providing competency training that matches skills to demand in the labor market and providing post-training business support, 233 trained youth have been placed in internships and apprenticeship, and 251 and 207 graduates have successfully been supported to transition into waged employment and entrepreneurship and self-employment, respectively. Mainstreaming gender and social inclusion was a key component of the NDYEP pilot. Out of over 1,400 trained, 488 are young women and another 65 are youth living with disabilities, constituting 37.6%. 229 of the 691 youth already in job placement or startups are young women. Rural youth to urban youth mix is ratio 1:2.
I see the job as the trainees as as a something that can produce a feeding for me and my own family. Now, when I come here, I learn how to repair the phone. First thing I first learned from my teacher is how to fix screen. And when I go back home, someone brought screen matter to me. Now, I have learned how to fix the screen. I go straight to where they are selling it. I bought it and I fix it.
There are early signs that some systemic changes are already occurring in the pilot state's youth employment ecosystem.
Some of them, like 45 of them, became Facebook trainers on the Facebook Boost Your Business training as trainers or as support trainers. As they were doing that, they were being paid by Facebook. They were earning money even before they finished their classes.
We have 72 we're about engaging for a USPF project. They will travel to various states in the country, plus the FCT, to deploy local content solution.
For the people that we've trained, some are serving in different companies as interns, and some of them have started up businesses. Right now we are incubating 5 new startups. In fact, one of the startups we have, they are into renewable energy. They've already acquired customers who are paying for their renewable energy products. And so we've created a lot of jobs through the NDYEP project.
I started the hub in Omar here, and the hub we train people. And aside training people, we also do business development there. We are together as a team, teaching people also.
Aquaculture components. Over 90% of the people we are training are not going into paid employment, but they are starting their own farms. About 6 cooperatives have so far been created. They give them pond and give them fish. The youths are contributing 250 naira weekly to buy feed for their fishes. That is wonderful.
One of the stakeholders that we'll be able to pull is the River State government through the Ministry of Employment Generation and Economic Empowerment. The Honorable Commissioner, of course, has bought into this particular program.
And Commissioner for Youth Development visited us, saw what we were doing for Abia State, and said that they want to train 300 people.
The foundation further plans more intense engagement with state governments, along with an offer of technical assistance for those who embrace the NDYEP model and are ready to allocate resources from their budget to youth employment creation programs. Beyond creating employment, the NDYEP soft skills training is inspiring mindset changes and positive aspirations among young people.
We had little challenges based on the entitlement mentality of the Niger Delta youths, but through some prep talks and all that, we're able to, get off those entitlement mentality.
What has changed, number one, is job offers. Yes. Then I begged them to get into the company. Yes, because I didn't have skills. But now I am actually getting job offers. My self-esteem has gone up. I walk into a room and I'm confident about myself.
The pilot phase of the project is charting a new model for youth employment.
I want to commend PIND because the first phase have gone smoothly and successfully.
Amazing testimonies that came out of this. So is it sustainable? Yes, it is sustainable. Very, very sustainable. Does this lead to employment? A lot.
With the success of the pilot model, there is an immense opportunity to cascade the NDYEP model to all 9 states of the Niger Delta, expand it beyond the 4 priority sector to other sectors with growth potential, and to more than the 3,000 youth targeted at the pilot.
This is a clarion call for all stakeholders, government at the national level, government at the state level, even at the local level, private companies, to rise up to this challenge at this time and let us explore multiple partnerships within various kinds of programs and interventions that will help us to equip this youth with the right kind of technical skills and soft skills and entrepreneurship that can help to galvanize economic activities and economic production and to build a strong base for the development of the Niger Delta region.